So today I'm going to the local national park to see the world's second largest canyon.
Welcome.
It's going to start with a walk from the main park to terminal, and yet a hawker just tried to sell me a trip. So if you're afraid to do this, which is silly, you could pay a lot more money and someone will drive you around in a bus. It's all good. So I got to the bus station and I got almost an hour to wait. I forgot my passport, which was really silly, but all they really need was my name, and I was informed that I can just give them my name at the park, and I don't have to have a passport there either. Oops, I forgot to mention, the cost was only 13 mil, which is probably about $5-ish. Not very much money. Well, I got bored because I had a really long time before my bus. So I walked back to my hotel, got a laminated copy of my passport, and put my phone on charge real quick for a few minutes. And then I got a bottle of water on my walk back. And lo and behold, the bus was there. But I still have a pretty long wait, probably 20 minutes before we leave. Okay, so here's the map. So number 38 is the cable car, and I'm gonna check that out. The entrance was over there. Rome to Rio is a pretty good way to get some logistics, but take anything it tells you with a grain of salt. For instance, on this little adventure, the time that it said it would take to get from point A to point B was off by 50%. It took extra half hour. No big deal. And it's not because the bus ran into any issues. It was smooth traffic the whole way. There was no hang-ups, no road construction, no accidents, nothing. So as I alluded to, I'm going to do the cable car, and it is under that pavilion that I'm pointing straight at, right there. And I have about 40 minutes, so let's stretch my legs. I've been sitting on the bus for about an hour and a half. The museum even has a video that plays in English, which that was highly unexpected. And by the way, it says that the skull modifications did not affect the people in any way intellectually. Okay, so this is what the world's largest canyon looks like. It's 143 miles long. And, well, the world's largest, it isn't in the United States. There's one twice as deep in Peru. So I'm betting the world's largest is in Peru, but I could be mistaken. And up above me is a monument. I'm just killing a little bit of time until my cable car ride and try to give you a little show of what it's like. I have not spent very much money at all yet. I might have spent maybe $20 US for the bus ride up here and the entry fee and the cable car ride that I haven't taken yet. There's also lots of other dog and pony shows and even a water park up here. Yeah, they even got ostriches from Africa. A little bit of everything. And yeah, there's the really cool monument. It looks like a pope that's part Viking. He's got a big giant battle axe. Oh, it's so crazy. And lots of cool flora, a lot of cacti. I might step back up here and take a look around when I return from the cable car ride. I'm gonna start walking back down and relax a little bit before the ride here in a moment. Quite the view here. Well worth the trouble. So next up is going to be the cable car. Oh, these actually have benches in them to sit in. Thrill at the very beginning. Just 6 of us today.
Qué chévere.
Well, it looks like they get filled for construction. Lots of cacti. Pretty cool view. Here we are arriving at the station at the bottom of the canyon.
¿En dónde? Ya llegamos. La mitad del coche. Ay, otra vez. Quieto. Ay, maluco. Ay, no.
Nosotros quedamos chiquitos, yo estoy medio todo grande.
La vez pasada no sonaba así. ¿Será que ya está allá? Ay, Dios mío. Bueno.
Ya vamos, ¿por qué?
Ya vamos
Bienvenido, buenas
caminando.
tardes, siga por acá por favor.
That was the cable ride across the canyon. Pretty tranquilo, really. A little thrill as you go past the stanchions that hold it up. At the very beginning, which I may or may not have gotten well on video, was a bit like butterflies or your stomach going over your head as it dropped off at the very beginning into the canyon. It was rather cool. Highly recommend it. Seems pretty busy on this side of the canyon. So this is the view looking back across the canyon from where I came. In case you're wondering, the ticket's good for both legs, so there's no need to purchase an additional ticket. And there's line. We're only about 4 or 5 cars back, I think.
Your first time here?
First time to Colombia.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I've been wanting to come for a while. Last year, I blew too much money in Mexico, so I skipped Colombia on my way to Ecuador.
So,
So this time I came. I'm a river guide in the United States,
yeah.
and my some of my guests, my clients, were from Colombia.
Oh, that's great.
They read my website and they knew I loved Ecuador, so they told me I had to come to Colombia because I would love it if I like Ecuador.
And how long do you just stay in Mexico and Ecuador?
I go to Ecuador 3 months every year for maybe
okay.
10 years now.
For vacation or just for... Just...
Avoid a real job. There's no work. You know, river guys, we only really make money between May and September.
Yeah.
So we got like 5 or 6 months of work, and then I spend the rest of the year wandering.
That's a great life.
Yeah,
Just work for a few months and then spend it.
Yeah, but I don't make a lot of money. I make about what the average,
Enough to travel,
maybe the
basically.
average person in Colombia. Más o menos, probably the low end.
But that's the thing here.
But I have a rich life. I don't need money.
As far as you can travel around the world, or yeah, it's enough.
Yeah. I really like the Andes. Are my favorite. I enjoyed I enjoyed Mexico and learned a lot there, and then Guatemala, but I like the Andes far better.
Which country do you like more?
It's
Mexico?
hard to
Mexico or-
say. On that
Or-
trip, I spent more time in Guatemala, but I really liked Mexico. The food was really good.
The food
but,
is amazing.
but
in
expensive.
Mexico.
I mean, by my standards.
Yeah.
I find it a little more affordable in Ecuador, but I've been there so much, and I usually rent an apartment from the same family each year.
Oh, despite Ecuador, $100.
Yeah, it's in dollars, which isn't all good. Like Peru is cheaper because it's in
Yeah.
soles.
Yeah.
I like Peru, but my favorite place in Peru is Urubamba. Well, I met a curious couple that chatted me up on the ride back across on the cable car. And now I'm going to splurge and enjoy a margarita. It's only 20 mil. It's 20 mil or roughly $5. So, hey, it's a good deal compared to what you pay for in the United States. Salud or cheers. This margarita is a little different, but it ain't bad. I like it. This monument is to Peasants' revolution, a revolt. And they were, how would you say, lied to by the Archbishop, who's shown up here with an axe. And you can't tell from the shadows, a mask over his face, symbolizing lies he told them as he betrayed them. And the leader of this revolt was drawn and quartered, with his body parts being displayed in 5 of the towns in Santander. Apparently it didn't work, because in the end, Colombia was liberated from the Spanish. Granted, it would take a few more decades. Right, so the price breakdown cost me 13 mil to get a bus ride to the park, cost me 68 mil for my entrance to the park and to ride the cable car, and that gave me a return trip on the cable car. Then I spent another 5 mil, and that was for some water and some peanuts, because, well, I really like peanuts and water. Then I flagged down a bus near the entrance. That was 13 mil. It took me to the new terminal, not the old one. So I additionally needed to get a taxi for 6 mil over to my house. All in all, it was quite smooth.